to self. Don't buy gas cylinders from a bookstore. Instead, buy an excavator and open all the doors. Dude, I think that thing has not ever been so dirty before. Even during the pool cleanup job, it was not that dirty. It's just this stupid dust. This piece of crap. I can't wait to get some gravel on this surface. Something like that. Something like that. This is a lot less dusty, as you can see. But I'm not gonna put any material here before I finish that side as well. Anyway, the goal of this video is pretty simple. Remove a bunch of trees near the border there. And before I start with the project, I figured Bobcat needs a little bit of attention. Not a lot, but still a little bit. Now, I did not know that these bookstore thingamajiggs don't work anymore, so I'm not gonna change out them just yet. I will order some proper gas cylinders, I think they're called. But the couple of things that I want to check on it. Oh, I wanted to check the fan gearbox. Is the oil level okay? Because I think that was leaking. Then I wanted to... Whenever I start off the machine, this belt, the belt that I installed on the machine, it kind of starts off crying for a little bit, you know, whining, and then after a few seconds it disappears. I think the belt is loose, and the only way to adjust it is under the gap. So we already got 2 reasons why we need to go there. Third problem. Oh, that took forever. Water coolant tank. Let's see. Last time I did a quick fix for it. The fix still works apparently, and the coolant level is on level. But I still ordered a new part and I got it already, so let's replace that out as well. Then we can forget about that ever breaking again, hopefully. So yeah, let's do those 3 things. If I remember anything else, then we'll do those as well. Now, last time, in the last couple of videos, dude, this thing got a lot of hours. When I was carrying my mountain from here to there, I was pulling maybe like 8 to 9 hours per day for several days straight. A lot of that time I was just kind of bouncing on one wheel, and I have to tell you, that gets old very fast. This thing has no suspension, so you're just kind of bouncing along with the machine. But you know, the thing pulled through. The thing pulled through. No problems. Oh, the moment I the moment I mentioned problem, I remembered the fourth thing. Wow. I really forgot about the first thing, but it's okay. I can just rewind this video later. So the fourth thing, fuel. But something weird happened with it. I'm not really sure. I was carrying the wood boxes to a new location and the thing just stalled on me. I noticed that the fuel pump or fuel bulb there, it was flat. It was flat like a pancake. So immediately I figured, okay, some filter issue, filter clog, maybe. Check that filter. Well, actually, I drained the water in it. There wasn't a lot of water in it. This is actually installed last year, so I don't think this is the problem. Then I checked this thing, which seems to be sort of clogged, but not a lot. So I removed this piece. No fuel was coming out anywhere. Then I removed the pump itself, and from the pump, that hose, to my understanding, should go straight to the fuel tank, right? But when I removed the pump, I got no fuel from that line as well. But the fuel tank was full. It was about 80% capacity. It was almost full. The fuel, the gap is there. And then we got the fuel hose going there. So the fuel tank is under the hydraulic pump. So if you need to do any service to the fuel tank, you need to basically disassemble 80% of the machine. Very good. So I assume this line here, this one, which goes directly on top of the fuel tank, is the feed line that goes to the pump. Yeah, I'm not really sure how the system is supposed to work, you know. I don't think it's gravity fed, considering the output line is on top of the tank. Should probably look at my manual, but who has time to read, man? I'd rather pull stumps out of the ground. The way I managed to fix it though, it's kinda weird also. So I basically just reassembled everything, put the hand pump back on, reconnected the filters, everything, and it started to work. I started to pump fuel and fuel started to come. So what did really cause it to flatten out? I'm not really sure. I don't think I can even guess anything at this point. The fuel tank was full, pump flattened out, disconnected all the hoses, no fuel was coming out of anywhere. Reconnected everything and magically everything worked. What can you evaluate from that information? I'm not really sure. But I'm gonna go rewatch this video a bit, figure out what the three things was, what I was supposed to fix, and then let's get on with this project. As I recall, this required some special size. Now, if I remember correctly, it was 9 something. Yeah, 9 something. I have 7, I have 8, 10, but no 9. Man, this is such BS. 12, then what is that? That's 6, 5.5, 8, 5, no 9. Look at that, man. If it works, then it works. If it doesn't work, well, go get another bolt, man. Try again. I didn't see any oil, but everything in there is oily, so that's good, I guess. Just gonna add a little bit of extra looby-doob.
I am assuming that the bully's seal is bad, but I'm not gonna dive into this right now. I just don't have the patience. I wanna focus on my road project. So this is something that we need to fix one day. Shouldn't really be a hard fix, to be honest. The only problem is the accessibility. At least I know it has oil in it right now, so. Oh, and I should probably try to not lose this. Yeah, that's definitely leaking there. Pretty sure there is some seal there somewhere. So that belt has been whining on me, although it's a new belt. I think it just needs some tension, that is all. Maybe if I remove that water tank. Oh dude, this is a lot better. Wow. Why did I not realize this before? Hopefully I don't have to deal with that ever again. I will not, however, throw this away. I mean, it is leak proof right now. Who knows, might need it one day on a different project. But anyway guys, let's get down to business. Get rid of some of these trees. The ones that could cause some problems in the future. Like for example this one. If it broke for whatever reason, it's probably gonna end up there on those panels somewhere, and I don't want that. Now this thing is probably not gonna go towards the panels. It's leaning there, but it's leaning pretty badly and probably gonna take this one down as well. So these, I guess I would call it like a single tree. It looks like two, but one side is going there and the other side is going there. So this definitely has to come down as well, but the most tricky tree is that one there. This is pretty badly right towards the shed, and beyond it the solar panels. I'm not sure how well you can see from the video of the lean, but it's pretty bad. It's not very good. Basically this tree is like the one I had next to the power line, which was leaning very heavily towards the power line, but I managed to pull it away from the power line with the dozer. before it finally broke. Probably need to do something similar here, but I'm thinking also maybe got like well, some type of guide, so it would definitely go that way. Then we got this old girl. I mean, up there it seems pretty dead. It only has one branch going outwards, everything else is just two branches going outwards. I'm not really sure about this one, we'll see later. It's pretty straight, seems pretty strong, and the two branches are leaning towards the side, so it's highly unlikely that it will go towards the other direction. This one as well, leaning very heavily towards that side, but not fully. It's kind of pointing that way, yet still it needs to go. This one as well, and this also, although it's leaning towards that side, it can still kind of break and go that way. You never know. Oh, by the way, yeah, I contacted the solar panel dude like a month ago. I did not receive any reply from the guy, so guess I'm doing this myself. Basically, I'm just gonna get rid of the bigger ones. Might leave this one, but we'll see in the end. I would like to take as little as possible, but actually I would like not to take any of them down, but it's just kind of really bad spot for them, and yeah, got to do it sadly. So I'm gonna start off with the trees. My goal is to just kind of pull them all towards that direction. The game plan is pretty simple. I'm just gonna get my tank rope up there, and one by one I'm gonna pull them carefully somewhere there. Basically, I have two challenges that I need to overcome. Number one would be to get Joseph over the highway. This is probably the easier challenge. I just need to cover it temporarily up with something and then just drive over it. Second challenge is getting the tank rope up there, and luckily I can use my homemade crane for that. Let's start off with the first tree, this one, and I'm gonna pull it through this gap. I think that's the better option, because I'm thinking if I try to pull it from that side, I'm definitely gonna destroy this oak tree, and I don't want that to happen. Looks like if we're lucky, we're gonna get a clean pass through here without destroying the oak tree. Let's get the tank rope up there first, then try to cross I-95 with Joseph. So as my main line, I'm using a 40-ton tank string. As my main anchor, I'm using a 5-ton strap. but because the way the thing is currently set up, the rating is 9 tons. And my backup lines will be these things. These are rated for 2000 kilos. They're the same make, model, length, so 4 tons as a backup line. Honestly, I don't even think I need that much. I just need to, nudge it at the right direction and aiming to put it somewhere there. As close as possible to this tree and as far away from the power line as possible. Now, one thing that I probably need to pre-do is that I noticed that tree there. The tip of it is kind of extending pretty far out there. So if I do happen to get this in the right spot, it might actually catch the tip and then pull that one down as well. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna do like a little guide cut to it, but not from the bottom pretty high up, because there might be a small chance that, well, I don't think it's gonna reach the power line, but still a very slight possibility. So I'm gonna do a slight cut to that one, and then we can see how the first tree will fall. Should have an advantage now. I'm afraid to cut too much more because it might just break. It's kind of leaning a lot. That one is leaning a lot. Okay, so the plan of attack is pretty simple. I'm gonna position Joseph somewhere there. Then I will put some tension on the line. Do that guide cut. Make sure the thing guides that way. Double check that just in case. And if everything looks good, gun it. And hopefully it will fall down nicely on this spot. Seems like a solid plan. I mean, what could go wrong? The plan is just indestructible. I don't see any errors anywhere. No errors, man. I don't see anything. Told you guys I'm gonna make a zip line out of this thing. So who's gonna be the first volunteer? Definitely not me, because I've already been first so many times. But you know, it looks like we got some decent tension there now. So let's make the cut and hopefully everything goes good. What is that, like 25? Should be plenty for Joseph. Bummer, man. Did not want that to happen. Broke the freaking oak. Not good. I felt it got stuck somewhere, but figured I'm just gonna keep going. This was the safest option. Sadly, it took the oak, which was not my goal. Oh look, that thing also broke down. Yeah. Good thing I got it from there. I'm surprised that this thing did not break. Why did the oak break and this thing stands, man? So unfair. I'd rather have the oak. Oh well, gotta take a loss when you get it, I guess. Yeah, I figured it might actually reach this pile, but I don't see any damage. Before I proceed though, I'm gonna clean everything up for the next tree, which most likely is that one there. Yo, maybe we can just duct tape that together. What do you think? No? Yeah, probably not.
Got a little planty plant, pulled it out of the ground, but I think I can replant it later somewhere. Guys, I just got an idea.
while I'm already here, might as well clean up this area, make it look a bit nicer. And there are these really crooked things as well, so might as well remove them. And yeah, this type of tree, man, although the thing has been cut off, it still grows new crap on it. Better to just gonna remove it with the stump. Oh man, need more speed. Whoa, yeah. You know, let's go remove that one as well. It looks kind of weird. Dude, I was ready to exit this thing. I was like, okay, time to tip over. But it's okay. Guess we're fine. Still scary though. aika väike junn, no mine pekki. Eeny, miny, moe, got your tiger by the toe. That one. Man, I think my home built crane exactly meant for that ladder. I think I reached the same height. I did not even plan for that, that just kinda happened. I love when things go right for exchange. Usually they never do for me. Okay. Basically I'm just aiming between the two trees. Now if it takes down either one of them, not a huge loss. I mean, that one and that one are pretty crooked, so I don't really care about them. What I do care about though are these smaller things here. Next year I'm probably gonna replant some trees here, but hopefully I won't damage any of these. Now the first tree that fell broke the tip off of this one, but I don't think that's a huge loss. Then again, I'm not sure. Pine, I know that spruce doesn't mind cutting the tip off, but I'm not sure about pine. Guess we'll see. Everything else miraculously survived. I'm just hoping they will not get damaged. Dude, I'm a real expert at hitting trees with trees. What is up with that? Rough. Ugh. Really rough. But actually I was pretty sure I'm gonna take this down as well. It was kind of pointing somewhere else, but yet again I managed to hit a tree with another tree, although I had a pretty decent gap. I guess the gap up there is not as wide because all the leaves and branches. Well, this, well, at least I got it down. I mean, this one was pretty heavily leaning towards that side, so I managed to completely pull it there, which is good. Basically, this one here, same deal, copy paste. It's just a tiny bit smaller. And let's assess damage. This one is okay. That one is okay. Oh, look at this thing. Wow. This thing. Right next to it, bro. What the hell? One landed on one side, the other landed on the other side. Really? Dude, you cannot get more lucky than that. This one is fine. So is this one, and so is that one. It appears everyone survived this journey. So the same drill, guys. I'm gonna clean everything up and then let's take the next tree. I'm so nervous. I'm eating all the apples from this tree. Wow. Yay! All these four are okay. Very good. Oh man. Tip went bye-bye. But this is spruce. Should be fine. This is good. Okay, very good. Seems pretty good. Very minor damage. Almost halfway, man. Three trees down. Where to go? Well, actually, if we count that as a double, then 50% done, man. And so far, well, I'm alive. That's A. None of the trees has fallen on the solar panels. That's B. And the power line is still intact. So I would say everything is going swimmingly. I'm gonna quickly get rid of this one, then let's focus on that one there. The most sketchiest tree I've ever pulled. Probably even more sketchier than the one I had there, which was leaning towards the power line. That's how that went down. So I think I have a game plan for the most sketchiest tree. I've been thinking for a while. I've noticed that all the trees I pulled so far, as I pull them out of their lean and then they start falling on the other side, they kind of will deviate to the right side a bit. Comes, and then goes a bit there. I think that one will act the same. So initially I thought I'm gonna pull it at this line. Right there. But if it starts to come this way and then just kind of goes a bit to the right, then it actually might even reach the power line. I mean, just imagine if it came this way and then went there. That would be game over, man. So I'm thinking I'm gonna continue pulling from that direction, but I'm not sure if I have enough room there. Because currently this thing will be in the way. A good pull on the tarmac. That would give me a clear line of sight. Well, actually, maybe not. Yeah, I'm almost confident that if I start pulling it from this direction, the thing is just gonna deviate to the right side of it. And then it's gonna land here, exactly on the same spot as the last tree landed in. Dude, that would be perfect. That would be absolutely amazing if it ended up like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with this option. I have high hopes for this option. So I'm gonna put the line as close as possible to this tree. It kind of looks that I'm just gonna pull the tree on top of this tree, but if my theory is correct and the thing will deviate to the right side, it's actually gonna miss it. The lean though is pretty heavy, as you can see. So there's like a slight possibility that maybe I won't even be able to counter that lean. And the thing will just snap from somewhere bottom and still go that way. But I don't see any other option. I'm not gonna climb that tree and start taking it down. I mean, it's leaning so heavily that even if you chop it down from the top is just gonna drop on the shed there. Bro, I just need a helicopter. Die it off from the top, cut it from the bottom, and then the helicopter will take it off. No guys, I'm not gonna buy a helicopter. One can only dream about such things.
Oh.
Freaking can't see anything, man. What the crap.
Really? Whatever, man, I don't need that even. Fitting this jackal here kind of fits, but only in a specific spot. Wish this jackal was a bit bigger. Okay, that takes care of business up here. I'm gonna leave this strap in place as well. Consider it, I don't know, consider it whatever you wanna consider it. Backup of a backup of a backup. But I think I need to add one more line, and at the bottom.
No, I don't think anything's gonna happen, but just wanna be prepared just in case. Maybe once I start pulling, it will break off from the bottom. Currently it's like that, and instead of going like that, it's gonna go like that. So the bottom will break off and the bottom will travel that way. Now, like I said, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's very unlikely. But if it did happen, I wanted to have some backups down here as well.
I mean, dude, I should have enough backups by now. Oh.
Oh dude, that was very close actually. Kinda looked like it's gonna hit the power line, but I'm guessing maybe like 3-4 meters was the gap between the tree tip and the power line. Dude, it's just like I predicted. I pulled it there, but the thing still went there. Carefully calculated odds, man. I'm a mathematical expert. It came very close to the power line though. I was kind of pooping my pants in the dozer. I was thinking it's gonna hit, but dude, landed right there. The power line is right there. Wow. Yeah, I'm guessing about 2-3 meters between the two. At their closest approach, dude. That's really sketchy, man. Come on, bro, you can stop vibrating in there now. Time to go to sleep. The thing broke pretty violently though. It's not a clean cut. But you know, looking at the tree, it's not rot inside. At least I think it's not rot. It feels pretty strong. So I don't think I even need to remove these trees. I mean, none of them have shown any signs of rot in them. They're all pretty healthy overall. But they're just kind of leaning so badly. I mean, this one as well, man. Look at this piece of crap right here, man. What the crap? Must be a lot of vodka in this ground. This boy, though, it's pretty straight. It's very thick as well. But it has this mud flowing out of it. I'm not sure what's that about. Maybe that's a sign of some bad health, maybe. No, I don't personally think so, but you never know. And the 5-ton strap has held up pretty good. Well, look at the bright side, guys. After a year and a half, I finally get 2 of my straps back. I feel richer already. Not good. So before I pull the bigger one down, I'm gonna remove this smaller one. The bigger one's branches extend to that side, so it's very likely it's gonna pull it down anyway. So I just rather get rid of this thing and then try to put the bigger tree into this bucket. So I'm gonna aim it somewhere there. Let's see how close I can put it. Huh. Oh man. Grab. Oh, whatever. Look guys, the tree is bleeding. Wow. The tree is bleeding. Look at that. The smell is so awful. It's like vomit, but technically I don't think there's anything wrong with this tree as well. Guess we'll see once we pull it down. Really? Right now? I have no idea what that will do. Dude, you can literally hear water flowing. Look at that. That is such a strange sound. I think this tree was fine. Looks pretty healthy. But then again, it came down very easily. I mean, I did basically nothing. I was just gonna drive it forward a bit and the thing fell. Obviously, I helped with the chainsaw, but... Tough little bastard. Or maybe it will even endure. If it survives those 2 trees, then I'm gonna strap it off, support it somewhere. Maybe this guy will stay alive. Oh man, look at this. This area is pretty rot, yeah. bark is all gone. That is just broken. Another piece here gone, just rot. That one is healthy, but for how long? Actually glad I took this one down. What about my spruces and pines? What the hell, man? Tip broken off again. This is like the 4th tree so far. How can I break the tips off and not destroy the tree? I don't get that. This is so weird. How are the vines faring? That's good. There was a smaller one there somewhere. Yo, I think this is fine as well. Everything else looks good. Lucky me, I guess. I mean, just check that lean out. It's just kinda keeps going. The stump is here, and the tip of the tree is somewhere where the fence ends or starts. That's a pretty serious lean. But this one, dude, kinda goes like that. It turns into that direction, that pocket. I think we should do like a quick time lapse. Try to wrap up the tree business. Yeah, let's do that.
can't even start a fire, man. Sucks to suck. You know, I was hoping to have a nice time-lapse fire. But no, I gotta screw that up as well. Guess it's going now. Gonna let the fire do its thing. In the meantime, well, looks like we took a bit of collateral damage with the last one. Broke that piece off, but that's not a big deal. Somehow managed to miss that. Also this. Oh look, the tip is gone again. At this point, I'm not even surprised. And pulling this was hard though. I could feel it in the gap. Oh, that's why. Look at that. Flattened a lot of smaller trees in the area, but I'm pretty sure once I remove this thing, they will nicely straighten out. Now, I know that this thing would have not gone there 100%, but you know, I have that window open right now. I have that window open where I can get rid of it. Because once I build my sawmilling shed on this location, then I will close that window. And I cannot fell it that way because it will break a lot of trees falling that way. At least here I did not really have anything. It missed most of the smaller ones and did hit one of the medium ones, but who's even gonna miss that guy, man? A lot of smaller trees are just kind of like that right now. I'm gonna try to relieve some tension on them.
And quite possibly the last tree caused the most amount of damage. Bent a lot of maple there. I'm not sure if I can fix that. Bent this guy pretty badly, but I think this will pull through. But dude, this one already had its tip cut off previously, but now it's trimmed down a bit more. Yeah, I don't think this one will make it, sadly.
Oh yes, mio.
Check out my hybrid tree, guys. I got nothing clever to add. Sorry, guys. Looks solid. All of them looked pretty solid. I guess this tree species is pretty strong. Haven't seen any problems with them. But man, at least I can rest easy now. Don't have to worry about these trees anymore. I mean, we cannot ignore the fact how crooked those guys were. Like that. I don't know why, but they all were just, you know, not pointing to the sky. They were just pointing somewhere else. So maybe Grandpa did spill some vodka here. Who knows? And this is about it. I'm not planning to really take any more of them down. I'm gonna leave this little blot here. Plus, because I removed the bigger ones, the smaller ones will have a chance to grow now. I mean, some of them are taped and zip tied together, but the most of them are not, so grow, you bastards. And besides, starting next year, I'm gonna plant some more trees here. And I'm gonna start off with that thing. The one which I built out of the ground. By mistake. Oops. But basically I want to have like a line here. Something that will cover that area from that viewpoint. So let's just kind of put the thing there somewhere. And next year when I'm planting trees, I'm gonna buy a lot more of these things and also fill this area. Somewhere here. Wow. My curiosity is spiked. How about you guys? Look guys, I got my own Dharma initiative hatch. I wonder what station is under there. So interesting. Not a bad plate actually. This is like 10 millimeters, man. Sorry guys. Not much of interest. It's just a stupid hole with some piping. Piping and piping. You know, I've never been down here, but Supermom always told me that there is a hole here. And these wires, they kind of come from there. There is a house there which is abandoned. That's the house which is collapsing. And that's the building which had a fire in it where a person died. Right now it's abandoned and it has a giant hole in its roof. But that used to be like a post office of the village. So village's post office, I guess. And the main house, which I have over there, it used to be the village doctor place. My grandma was the doctor Bart. And these two houses, they were connected by a telephone line. So the line came from there and went there. However, this has not been in use for several years. Actually, several decades by now. So this is the line which I broke when I did my
main house renovation episode 2. I found that line in the ground and I broke it with the excavator, and it appears there is some type of a secondary line here which I know nothing about, but you know, other than that, not much of interest. Now I do wonder what that is about though. It's just a plastic, maybe a water pipe which has been melted together. Just gonna put it back where I found it. So yeah guys, nothing exciting in that hole, just a bunch of dirt. Just a bunch of dirt. Well, at least I replanted something. By the way, I was super skeptical when I was driving on this driveway. Well, with the dozer, I was pretty sure it's gonna destroy it, but nothing a little footwork can't fix. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get this material on that area as well. You know, it seems to hold up pretty good. You know what? I think there was an apple tree here. I think I drove over it. Whoops. But anyway guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video now. I got quite a bit done. I got all those dangerous trees removed. That was the main goal. Now, overall, it went pretty well, but we did suffer some casualties. The biggest one probably was this oak. It's kind of sad. But, you know, other than a bunch of trees losing their tips for some reason, I think it went incredibly well. None of the trees landed there and nothing hit the power line. So on that note, very good. Currently I'm not really sure yet. Maybe I will move some trees around. Like for example, this one maybe, and that one maybe. And you know, this guy here, I think it's gonna go one day, not right now. It has one thing which is bad. It's alone. Yeah, there is nothing to protect it from heavy winds. So these types of lonesome trees are more likely to be pushed down. Now in the next video I'm gonna start off by removing topsoil from this area. And I'm probably gonna remove it up to this point somewhere. And that means we're gonna see some Joseph action again. You know, driving this cinder block around never gets old. Joseph is always a people person. He's fun to work with. But guys, I'm not really sure when I will be able to make that next video. Because we need to go buy some fuel for Joseph. Thing is basically empty now. There's a type of machine which you refuel once per century. So that means I need to go sell my collection of bitcoins. If we're lucky, maybe we'll get half a tank. Now I'm gonna let you guys go, but I still have to clean that crap up. The Supermom will arrive in about a week. Obviously she cannot ride that. Luckily though, the lawnmower is broken again. Surprise, surprise. She told me there was a giant boom and then nothing worked. Really? Is that it? Wow, check that out. The mowing deck is bent inwards. Was she mowing at warp speed? What? How does that happen, man? I guess I need to fix that again. Yes.
Pretty lame, man. I was hoping for a better time lapse. I guess this chunk just doesn't burn.